Hey, Wizards! We're back playing Wizard101. Today we are doing Quest 66 through 69. So let's get started with Quest 66. Ooh.
What are those things? They're disgusting, are they? No. Or you think they'll leave us alone if we don't pick at them?
They look like trash monsters. Don't know. Yeah, Oogie Boogie looks like trash monsters from the catacombs. Remember when we did the catacombs? Yeah. That was back when we took a break from Imperia. So how are you guys doing today? You guys had a good day today? I know I am. Yeah, today I took a nap, watched some of my favorite TV shows on Disney and HBO. Got some shopping done, got some drinks and more sodas actually. Yeah, that's my day. Hope you guys also had a good day too, like I have. We're gonna keep passing along. But yeah, I have a photos and snacks all ready to go for more episodes of Wizard101. And I have good dips for my snack. Like Montreal Jack and really spicy ones. What's that? With pepper one? Queso. But yeah, I love any spicy for my pretzels, my chips. Yeah, but I don't like anything too spicy. Like if it's really spicy.
Well, that was the worst experience of my life. You know what I think these are? Well, you see, gobblers ingest a great deal, especially sugar.
Anything too spicy, I can't handle. But just spicy, that's fine. But if it's way too spicy, no thank you.
And, at least my theory is, food greatly affects every atom of their bodies. In this case, those atoms have become imbued with sugar rush energy. Now, when certain bodily substances are expelled, say via sneezing, the sugar rush energy in those substances persists and, yeah, let's just go. Oh, well, of course, more of the disgustingness.
Anyways, I took a nap earlier today so I can have some energy for my game time for you guys for Wizard101. That way I could have enough energy for my recordings, and hopefully we can get them done on time. I'm trying to do my recordings ahead of time. That way I can when I put it up on YouTube, it's there for a specific date. Like, say you want to put something up on August 12th and you want to record right now. You'll have something ahead of time, like you have it done ahead of time that date, and not forget about it later. But that's why I do it ahead of time, so I can get it done rather than forget to do it later. By the way, guys, special shout out goes to Kid Mice, Anna Witcher, and Ryan Angels, all good friends of mine on YouTube, in real life, on Discord, and on Wizard101. Another shout goes to Sean Calhoun. He loves to play Dungeons and Dragons. And this is Wizard101, but you have to use your imagination as the game progresses. You have to defeat the dungeon master. Now, I never played Dungeons and Dragons. I learned it. I've seen it on people play it on TV, like in the TV show. You remember the TV show Freaky Beats? Yeah, in the end of the season, they play that game. And I've seen it play in Young Sheldon, actually, also. So, yeah. And another shout goes to Alyssa Smith. She's a really good friend of mine from college, and she's very nice. She's very caring and very sweet. But she's also very thoughtful. She knows what other people like and want in us. And she's very mindful. Keep in mind that she is a good person. Anyone could be a good person. It just depends on how they act. But, yeah. I'm gonna need some help. Like, parents need help. I know, life. Gotta help. but he didn't take my critical.
So help me if there's an even bigger mucus monster in the next room. Yep, and there it is. An even bigger one. A full-on boogeyman, no less. I swear you can't write something this repugnant.
So guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that these Oogie Boogie monsters the catacombs when we fought, especially in the sewers under Wizard City. Do you think I'm right about that? Make it down in comments below. And speaking of comments, there are 4 ways you can support my channel. You can hit the like and subscribe button. You can leave a comment below, and you can share with your friends on social media. I would really appreciate that, folks.
Come on, Wizard. My lab is just through here. Mind the treadmills. All right, I've removed the barricade on the front door they put up to keep the snot soldiers in. Now, shall we get down to business? Capital! I have everything we need here to test the effect of splendorphins on antijoys. Except, of course, for the antijoys themselves. I'll need you to go get some from the hangry gobblers. Just get them worked up and collect the sweat. Battling ought to do it. Meanwhile, I'll run on one of these old treadmills to make splendorphins. When you have the antijoy-filled sweat, come back through that other entrance. Shouldn't be any of those nasty little nose nuggets that way.
Right here, now let's fuel up our health. hit on themselves. Let's see. Okay, they got a little hook.
Not even a cookie for your troubles? Mess with us again and I'm going to eat your hat. Seriously though, it's a delicious looking hat.
Okay, that was weird.
You're back. I've collected my splendorphins. And you have the antijoys. Great. Just give me a moment to mix them together. Success! They cancel each other out, which means we can remove the sourness of the gummies so good old-fashioned fairy dust can do its thing. The problem is getting enough splendorphins. I can't do it by myself, and the other gobblers are too hangry and lazy. But like I said, a gobbler's personality is affected by what they eat, so if we can find the right food, it might settle them. To that end, check out the library. It's nothing but cookbooks, so I've never actually been, but perhaps one such book has the meal we need.
Salutations! Forgive our untidiness. We are gorging ourselves on this literary cornucopia because we envisaged the taste of berry.
Verily. Alas, I have hence grown suspicious that we, mayhaps, have been pronouncing library inaccurately.
Interesting theory, Adelard. Does the conversation vex you, stranger? Allow me to elucidate. We are ingesting books.
Surely we need not recount to a spiral traveler such as yourself the age-old adage of you are what you eat.
Indubitably. Now, I am intrigued by what this obviously erudite young wizard brings to the metaphorical dinner table. Let the feast begin.
Okay, this is so weird. You know what? We're gonna bring out an instrument for this.
That was illuminating. I've learned that we have much to learn about the magical arts.
Indeed. Wizard, have you designs on further provocations? Or was there perhaps a specific volume that my compatriot and I could locate for you?
Ah, yes. I latterly had a nibble of such a text. The only one of its kind, to be sure. The Alpoi Expedition, I believe it was called.
Alfoy, you troglodyte! Stranger, your query is right over there. It is, as they say, all yours.
When the High Luminary first identified the small tunnel through which the ether could be navigated, we never imagined what we'd find. New worlds, some that seemed to mock the very design of Imperia. Eventually, we came upon a world wholly constructed of pure sweetness. We have since harnessed the power of this new world's natural saccharine resources and used them to create such treats, such delights.
I don't know. Maybe a little. Alright. Back to the gym. Or lab or whatever it's called. was the,
Ah, wizard. Did you find anything useful? Uh-huh. Wait, you keep saying Alfoy as if it were a real word. Let me just look at that book. Oh my, if this text is accurate, these ancient Alfoy explorers that no one in modern times has ever heard of settled right here in Caramel. They learned to harvest sugar and to make treats. Why, they may have started the entire caramel confection industry, but what became of them? And more importantly, their knowledge. If these Alfoy knew the secrets of caramel treats, then perhaps they had other information we can use. But where else would we find ancient records of that magnitude? Oh, Gobblestone! He was notorious for hoarding trinkets and curios. Perhaps Gobsmack will let us search through the old stockpiles, if we ask nicely enough. Come, we must return to the castle.
hang on. No, it's, marshmallow. Hang on. How many pips is the marshmallow spell? 5. Okay. So we're getting close to 75.
That one over there, buddy. It totally looks like a fresh Schneeball with frosting. And, oh, heads up, buddy. They're back. Do you mind, not making us do anything this time?
We'd like nothing more. Just direct us to King Gobsmack, and we'll leave you to your cloud spotting.
Sweet. Thanks, little buds. Double thanks, little buds. Just use that door over there. They're like putting new locks on the other door. Something about keeping witches out.
Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, that's why we used that before. Well, I will see you guys next time for more of Wizard101. Have a good night, guys. Bye.